All right, so it's my departure day here at the Sugar Beet Harvest Campground, and I know a lot of you guys have already met Rosie the goat, but today we get the privilege of meeting Rosie's owner, and she's going to give us a tour of their awesome bus. I've really enjoyed getting to know Fred. She's an amazing young woman, and I really hope our paths cross again. So Fred, how's it going?
Great.
Awesome. I really appreciate you taking the time. She's been working hard at the beet harvest and came home from a long night's work and is still willing to do this, so thank you. Want to tell us a little bit about the bus?
So we kind of have nicknamed our bus Hall & Oates. That was Dan's kind of joke on that, and I didn't get it at first because I don't know about music. So I just thought it was funny because we don't go very fast and we have a goat.
Got it.
But so this is Hall & Oates on schoolie.net. That's our build thread.
Okay.
And we are one nation under goat, which is what that says, even though you probably can't read it.
It's a little cryptic.
Yeah. I eventually plan to fix that.
Nice.
So we're 35 feet long. It's an International Harvester DT360. We have rebuilt the engine in it. It's a 1992. And we have added solar panels. We have currently 4 230-watt panels.
Wow.
We have one battery, but we're buying 3 more once we get to North Carolina.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
And you had to do some engine work. I was looking at your blog and you were like pulling the heads off this thing.
Yeah, so the reason I bought a pre-1996 bus is so that we could do all the work ourselves, because it's not electronic at all. It's completely mechanical. So we got it home. We drove it 1 mile to get it inspected after we converted it, and on the way home it overheated.
Oh, jeez.
So we pulled the head off. We pulled all the sleeves and pistons out.
Wow.
We put back new bearings. We did it all ourselves.
Cool.
We just bought the manual and did it.
Yeah.
And
nice.
it worked out. It cranked up.
That's awesome.
Back on.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you guys have been in this how long?
This is our 2nd year in the bus.
Nice.
Actually, last year at the beet harvest was our first trip.
Okay. Yeah.
And we drove 1,500 miles without stopping.
Wow.
We stopped twice for 2 hours, and it took us 38 hours to get here.
Wow.
We average about 50 miles an hour.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And
so it's a cruiser.
After changing the gears.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the outside, and you mentioned you have tanks. You installed waste tanks and everything. So how long did you take building this out?
We bought it in April, and we left September 23rd.
Okay.
But there was a lot of not working in between then.
Okay. Kind of finished up stuff as you went.
Yeah. So under here, I don't know if you can see it that well. Here's 2 30-gallon food grade tanks that we bought off Craigslist. Most of the stuff in the bus is recycled or reused.
Okay.
Most of it's from Craigslist. So we put hurricane straps on there, and my dad's a mechanical engineer, so he has all of these awesome tools at his shop, and we cut those little chunks you see and tapped holes in them.
Cool.
So we strapped them up that way, and there's a cradle that it rests in at the top. You can see it on the build thread.
Nice.
So that's 60 gallons right there.
That's fresh water.
No, that is gray water.
Gray water, okay.
And that is plumb to the sink and the clawfoot bathtub.
Okay, and we'll check that out. Clawfoot bathtub, did you hear that, guys?
So then we have the black tank here, which is the same sort of deal, and the toilet sits right above it. So.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Nice, and you got this awesome custom rack on back.
Yeah, my dad built this too.
Generator.
The perks of having a mechanical engineer in the family.
Yeah.
He said he probably would have charged like $2 grand.
Wow.
It cost him about $250 in materials.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we carry our generator on it. We had an air conditioner there, but the road to Lake Pillsbury where we were camp hosting is 12 miles of washboards, and it broke.
Oh, geez, yeah.
So don't hang yourself on the clothesline here.
Awesome.
Everybody's always amazed by the nifty little
Right, I saw you do that. That's pretty slick.
A lot of people change it when they build their bus. They put a regular door.
Yeah.
Which would probably be easier, but we kind of like how nifty it is.
Yeah.
So if you want to stand right there.
That's the first thing I saw. Was like, what is this nifty contraption? And this is totally custom.
Yeah, my dad built this. We took this seat out of a Mazda MVP minivan, and it slides both directions, so it's perfect to fit it right in this corner.
Nice. There
so
it goes.
Down.
That is too cool. So you've got a passenger seat, a comfy one
And
too.
it can slide back and forth and
Forward and back.
and lean back.
That's so cool.
It's even got a cup holder.
I love it. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and it just folds up so easy. That's very cool.
Doors out of the way.
Yep.
And then when we were going down the road, it's got a seatbelt. It's really well anchored.
Nice.
But when we're going down the road, it looks like we're floating.
Yeah, right.
Nobody can see the bottom. It's just there. And then this is the engine doghouse. When we're driving, we barbecue. So we just open this flap, roll up a burrito, stick it in some tinfoil, and put it right here on the exhaust manifold. Wait about 5 minutes and pull it back out.
How convenient.
So we did our whole overhaul from inside right here.
Nice.
So we just took this off and did everything. It's pretty good. That's one of the perks of having a pug nose, I guess.
It's easy to work on from the inside.
Pug nose buses.
Cool.
So we call this area the airlock.
Okay.
Because the entire reason we built the bus was to contain the cats, because we have one crazy smart cat who can escape from everything.
Yeah.
So we close that door and then open this door
Awesome.
so that if one takes off running.
Right. And so let's do a roll call of pets here. How many pets do you guys got?
So we have Piper and Juno here, the 2 dogs, and then we have 3 cats and 1 goat, and we had a rabbit, but he did not enjoy his life, so we put him at my parents' house, and he has a nice luxurious hutch there.
Yeah. And Dan is a bit of a wild animal himself, right? Hey guys. Hey.
So that's Juno.
Juno.
She's really dumb. She came from the pound for being a chicken eater.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Piper was thrown over a fence at my cousin's house, and they just drove up and left her.
Aww.
Oh God.
It might be a little dark in here. I'm not
it
sure
should pick up decent.
Yeah.
So
I
this is like
take down the reflectix, but I didn't have time.
Turn on the bus lights.
Ooh, good idea.
There you go.
I always forget we have those.
Aha, let there be lights.
Yeah.
So this is like the living room area.
Yep. Living room / kitchen
Cool.
/ tub.
So this is a standard like clawfoot bathtub. That's cool.
We were looking for one. Dan was like, "You're allowed to do one crazy thing," because I wanted to put like a greenhouse in here and put moss on the roof. And so I was like, "Clawfoot bathtub. That's gonna be the thing."
Cool.
And we searched around for one. They're like $500.
Yeah.
And my grandpa was like, "Well, I have one in the barn that I got for $12 at an estate sale. You can have it."
Nice.
All right.
So do you you have a hot water heater, or how do you just heat up water?
Boil it.
Yep, that's how I heat up water with my shower.
Yep. It's the amount of space it would take up is not worth it, and we'll eventually try to get an on-demand heater.
Yeah.
So
hopefully the money that we make from the extra week of work we have
there you go.
will be directed towards a hot water heater and a new gear and a new steering box for the bus.
Nice.
And I'm sure you see all the Lowe's tape.
Yeah.
This is the best tape we've ever found in the world, but
awesome.
This bus could basically be sponsored by Lowe's. Like, literally everything that we bought.
And zip ties. Really.
Zip ties.
Zip ties is from there.
So you got a nice big full-size kitchen sink.
Yeah, that was the other thing I really wanted. This thing weighs as much as the tub.
Wow.
It's cast iron.
Yeah.
But I need a place to do dishes once every 3 weeks.
Thing in the world to put in.
I bet.
Dan lifted it all by himself and carried it in here.
Like she wanted it in this bus, but the space in the doorway is not very large.
Yeah.
And she can't really lift it. So at the time when we had to put that thing in, we built the sink frame. It's not like it's an actual sink frame.
Okay, yeah.
So when we actually had to install that thing, we like put it on a we put it on like one of those, what the heck do you call them? Like the box carrier things? Yeah, anyway. We put it on something and dragged it in here. And when we got it inside, I had to heft it up on top of there, and it weighs like 150 pounds.
Oh man.
And I almost broke my back putting it in that spot.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. He just bear hugged it.
Okay, she was looking at it like, I don't know how we're ever going to get this into the sink. And I was like, I'm just going to put it in there. And she's like, you're not going to put it in there. We're going to put it in there. Ah!
And then you got your full size, or not full size, but...
we just recently got this. It's top and bottom, and it works amazing.
Freezer,
Our
fridge.
other freezer crapped out on us. So.
Okay.
But after we put on the previous to this point, we couldn't really have a regular refrigerator because we didn't have
We
Any way to
either
power
had
it.
Got it.
freezer or fridge, but
Okay.
we really needed to freeze food
Yeah.
being at a remote campground.
Yeah, that's one of my downfalls. Is my fridge is either a freezer or a fridge.
Yeah.
It's not both.
That's why we got a separate one,
Yeah.
which this one's really nice.
That's what
we run it on solar.
That's the beauty of a
completely now.
solar system, is that we can run the refrigerator pretty much, because we don't really have any need for electronics very much.
Yeah.
But having a solar system pretty much allows us to run a refrigerator anytime we want.
Cool.
And then this I got at the same place that I got the doors. It was just a secondhand shop, and we cut up the doors to do
Okay.
this. This is actually a salon counter.
Oh wow.
So this whole thing tips up,
Oh cool.
and there's storage in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And there's like about this much room in there,
Nice.
so we put all of our stuff. Dan used to make his wine in there until he scaled it up to 5 gallons. So,
Cool. And then you've
like,
got each area kind of sectioned off for the
Yeah.
pets, which is cool. I like it. You've got
Yeah.
The
like
living room is sort of the dog area,
Okay.
and the bedroom is sort of
the cats. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to show you the screens on the outside. So these pegboard walls had metal framing on the back of them.
Yeah.
And we took them off and they were scrap. So we decided when we made the screens, we just cut these in the right place, and my dad welded them together. And we
Nice.
used liquid nails to attach
Awesome.
the screen
Yeah.
and screwed them in, and they've been perfect. I mean, the dogs can, bounce on them. The cats can't get out of them.
Cool.
And we left all the emergency exits open, so
Yeah.
we can open that whole window and pass things in and
Okay.
out of it
Yeah.
if we want to.
Cool, because yeah, normally they don't have screens on them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been amazing.
Cool.
And then we come to the bedroom.
The cat's lair.
Yeah. This is Oscar. He's the reason we have a bus.
Aw.
If you sit there, he'll sit right here, and he'll stick his paw through here, and he'll grab the latch.
He knows how
and
to
try
unlatch
He
it.
knows how. But we have to. This used to go through the wall,
Yeah.
and he would pull it and open
Oh
the
wow.
door. So
He's
now
really
we
smart.
make it so he can't do that. This is Bartleby.
Bartleby.
It's Oscar Wildcat and Bartleby Herman Meowville.
Okay.
Those are Dan's cats. And then Frankenstein is my cat,
There's Frankenstein.
named after the cat from Red Dwarf, which probably nobody knows about. But
So this would be the bedroom area.
yes, this
Okay.
is Dan's bed because it's the long one. I took 2 queen-size memory foam beds and cut
Okay.
them in half to get all of our beds. And so this one's his, and then this one's mine, and we can take one of the cushions and the table from in there and put it here.
Make a full
And it
big
makes
bed.
an entire, like, king-size bed.
Cool. Cool. So because you're storing stuff here, you're just kind of sleeping up.
Yeah, I
the
usually
living room?
sleep out there because he comes in here and plays video games. He's got his Xbox 360 and Xbox and PlayStation 2 and like 200 games.
Okay.
So,
He's a gamer.
yeah, he just sits in here and plays games. And we have, this TV has internet apps for when we're near internet, we can watch Netflix
Cool.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And then my wardrobe, I have a, this is a record player, cassette,
Oh,
CD,
cool. Yeah, I've
radio.
seen those.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
it's pretty great. But the
Yeah.
bouncing of the bus has broken the needle. so
Okay,
I had to
yeah.
buy a new one.
And then your tanks would be under here, you said,
Yeah,
in storage?
I don't think you can see it.
Yeah,
from
probably be
here.
too dark.
No, there's too much stuff in there.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, we have an 18-gallon tank that was actually we bought it from Tractor Supply, a pesticide sprayer tank.
Uh-huh.
So, it was brand new,
Yeah.
nothing in it, and it had the hose and the pump.
Okay.
So then we just plumbed the hose to the sink and to the toilet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool. So the very back section of the bus would be the
We call this the Stinky room.
stinky room. Hey, Rosie. How you
We
doing?
have the toilet here,
Okay.
and the cat litter box, and the goat.
And the goat.
It's the real Stinky
Yeah.
one.
You're not stinky, Rosie. How dare you say that?
Yeah.
So she looks really comfy in here.
She loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course, but since we've been here, I see you always taking her out for walks and letting her hang out and chew
Yeah.
grass and eat grass out there. And
It's nice to have a goat because you don't have to buy as much food
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
just eat whatever.
yeah.
So,
And you do carry, you said you had a certain amount of hay
Yeah,
and
we
what
carry
else?
a bale of compressed hay, and then she has her pellets that
Okay.
she eats too.
Yeah.
I milk her twice a day.
Yeah.
And she makes about a water bottle's worth of milk
Cool.
twice a day.
Nice.
So, yeah. And this was our fridge. We had the temperature controller on it, but
Okay.
we burn out the compressor, I guess. So now it's just storage because it is built into the bus and there's no way to remove it.
Okay, yeah. Got it. Very
Here's
cool.
my saxophone and my guitar.
Awesome.
And then that's just all storage under there.
Here is he. Oh, you think you're coming out, huh?
She likes being able to push this open.
Cool. Right on. Well, that pretty much is a pretty thorough tour there. I appreciate it. Anything else you want to add about your experience doing this, or?
I don't see why anybody would live any other way.
Right. So you, before the bus, you were still on the road. You had a couple different setups.
We traveled in a 1968 Cox Camp Square pop-up
That's
camper.
right. Yep.
There's a YouTube video of a tour of it, actually.
Okay.
Our blog is onenationundergoat.blogspot.com.
Cool.
But it hasn't been updated in a long while because we don't have smartphones or internet or anything.
Yeah.
We actually didn't even have a GPS for a while. We just traveled with maps.
Yeah, yeah. So. How old school.
Yeah. But we got lost a lot less doing it that way.
I bet.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's been awesome meeting you guys. You guys are a fun couple. We had some good times.
Oh yeah. Hopefully
hanging out.
See you next year.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see you guys around. Maybe even out in Southwest.
Yeah.
I'll be out in that area.
Will you be in courtside?
I think so. Yeah.
Cool.
It's kind of hard to skip that. There's so much.
I think
so much going on.
everybody from here will be there in January.
Yeah.
So we'll have a little powwow.
Right on. Cool. Anything else you wanted to show, or? I think we hit everything.
Yeah. Something I skipped over. Our electrical system. Most people actually do electrical like you would in a house.
Yeah.
But we took extension cords and chopped them up.
Okay, that's kind of what I did in my den.
These power strips. So we have 2 power strips in each room.
Nice.
And then on this side, we just have the 2 outlets on a heavy-duty cord, so that we can plug in our high-powered, stove and heater and all that.
Right on.
Also, we have a drain gutter for our air conditioning.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Originally, when we had a air conditioner in the back, we had the drain gutter sort of hooked into the air conditioner because in a bus like this, it doesn't have any insulation on the outside walls.
Yeah.
So because of that, it's very, very difficult to cool down multiple rooms with one air conditioner.
Yeah.
What most people do is they put one in the front and one in the back. We didn't have it at the point that we started. So what we did was I went to Lowe's and I bought a just $3 drain gutter, and I hooked them together and cut holes in them. And
so it's like an AC vent.
Yeah, basically.
That's awesome.
When we get home, we're going to put in an AC in the back and the front, and then put a computer fan in the middle to suck it out.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that way you have basically an entire central air system for about $10.
That's brilliant. I love it. I love that idea. Right on.
The issue with that is that the bus bounces so much that in the back, if you remember when you were a kid and you were like, oh, I always want to sit in the back of the school bus because it's bouncing super high. That's super great for kids when they're in, middle school and they really want to bounce super high. It's super bad for like appliances and stuff.
Yeah, I bet.
Because appliances don't like to bounce 6 feet in the air. And that's why we don't have an air conditioner anymore, is because we were going on a dirt road one time and it sheared the air conditioner fan off of the air conditioner. And we also had a washer dryer in here that the same exact thing happened to.
Yeah, the actual dryer was bouncing this high in the air. I mean, Dan had to go sit on it.
Wow.
And then we bolted it down. And it
still, every appliance
itself.
that we had back there is ended up destroyed.
Yeah.
So that's
tip,
the only fun
if
part.
you're building a bus, put all your appliances in the middle of the bus.
In the middle, gotcha. That makes sense.
Or get air ride.
There you go.
That's
have
true.
air ride.
Yeah.
Right on. Cool. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you guys. Thanks again for showing us the bus. And I hope to see you guys again down the road. It'll be awesome.
We definitely will.
Right on. Thank you.